Hey everybody, Mrs. Bianchi. We're looking at genes and heredity. As you have learned, you look the way you do because of traits you have inherited from your parents. These traits are carried by genes. For many traits, some genes are dominant over others. These other genes are recessive. The combination of dominant and recessive genes determines how a trait will show up in the offspring. Answer the questions using what you have learned about genes. Let's look at the first family. The gene for farsightedness is dominant over the gene for normal vision. Is this child farsighted or does he have normal vision? So dad's farsighted. Let's put his alleles here at the top of the Punnett square. Mom has normal vision. We'll put her alleles here. And let's look at what the offspring show. So this would be a heterozygous having the dominant allele for farsightedness. That would be true here. It would be true for all of them. Right? So the child would be heterozygous but have that dominant allele for farsighted. So the child is farsighted. Pause the video if you need more time to write that down. Otherwise, let's look at question number 2. The gene for normal vision is dominant over the gene for nearsightedness. Is this child nearsighted or does she have normal vision? So let's take dad and put dad here. Mom has normal vision, so we'll put her alleles here, and let's cross. So this child would be a heterozygous, having the normal vision allele, which is dominant. That would be true for this child, be true for this child, and it would be true for this child. So as long as that dominant allele for normal vision is there, that means the child will have normal vision. Write that down. If you need more time, hit the pause button. All right, let's look at question number 3. The gene for black hair is dominant over the gene for blonde hair. Does the mother of this child have black hair or blonde hair? So we know dad has the 2 recessive alleles for blonde hair, and we know the child has this dominant allele for black hair. So if we fill in what the offspring would be, then we know that this allele came from the parent that has the 2 recessive alleles, which would be dad. This allele must have come from mom. So that means that as long as mom has that allele, even though we don't know what this other allele is, the fact that we have this allele means that the mother has black hair. Write that down. If you need more time, hit the pause button. All right, let's look at question 4. The gene for having dimples is dominant over the gene for not having them. Does the father of this child have dimples? What genes for the dimples does the mother have? So again, we know mom. Mom is lower. We don't know dad, but we do know the child. So if this allele right here, if this one came from mom, that means this one came from dad. So dad has to have that dominant allele. So remember, the gene for having dimples is dominant, and this child has dimples, so that means dad must have dimples. So let's put that as our answer. Let's put dad, or asks what genes for dimples does the mother have? And it says, does the father have smile dimples? So dad has smile dimples. The mother, or the mom, has lowercase d recessive. All right, and if you need more time, I'll hit the pause button on that. Let's make that a different color so that you can see it. Okay. All right, and that should be it for that worksheet. Do make sure you fill in everything that you see here on the screen. Make sure that's on your piece of paper somewhere.